Chapter 4 Kisses to the Crowd. Cricket has forever been a game that we have loved to analyse, and the statistical nature of the game lends itself to all sorts of dialogue around the kind of environment needed for players to perform at their peak. A long-held anecdotal theory of mine has been that players who are happy off the field often execute their skills to precision on the field. Getting married and the ensuing honeymoon period is traditionally a high point for people personally, and this had me wondering if there could be a similar honeymoon period for cricketers that correlates with their off-field happiness. The first case that sprung to mind for me was Aussie legend R.T. Ponting, who famously blew a kiss to his wife Rihanna on his way to plundering 242 against India at the romantic Adelaide Oval in 2003. The kiss to his wife in the crowd reminded me of my theory that players can have a bit of a honeymoon period, so to speak, while the off-field honeymoon period is taking place. It turns out my suspicions were proven correct. In the 12 months following Ricky Ponting's wedding on 22 June 2002, he played 11 test matches, scoring 1,279 runs at 79.93, including 7 centuries and 1 half-century. Incredible numbers, eclipsing his career average of 51.85 quite considerably. On the back of this, I thought to myself, if these were Ponting's numbers in the honeymoon period, imagine how good D.G. Bradman must have been. So again, it was time to crunch the numbers, and things were certainly looking good in the lead-up to the wedding for Bradman, scoring 299 not out in his final innings prior to getting hitched. What I was not expecting to see was the great man dismissed for a first baller in his first test innings as a married man. To be fair, he did bounce back quickly with an unbeaten 103 in the second dig. The honeymoon period for Bradman, though, was well below his career best work, netting a total of 396 runs at 56.57. Still a more than respectable average, but well below his famous 99.94. It seems, though, that Bradman did not miss out on a honeymoon period altogether, as on the 1938 tour of England, after he'd lobbied for players to have their wives on tour, returned the following astounding numbers: 118, 143, 225, 107, 186, and 135 in consecutive innings to help South Australia to a Sheffield Shield title. To ice the cake, in June 1939, John Bradman was born. I'm sure you'll all have your own theories on the honeymoon period, and I trust this will be a good conversation starter with that special someone next time Valentine's Day rolls around. Kisses to the crowd! R.T. Ponting loves his wife. Life is good for him.